Project management has evolved. The requirements have changed, the expectations have changed. What we manage, how we manage has changed. And for that, the management methodologies have evolved. And for that, we have the cutting edge tools from pen and paper to my favorite MS project. We have moved on to TFS and Jira. Today, I'll be training on Jira. My name is Devansh. Chaurasiya. Let's move forward. So let's start the Jira training. I've created a course content. Let's take a look. We'll look into the navigation, how to create a project, board, and how to edit the projects, different roles, workflow automation, how to create different kind of issues, how to do the edit, backlog, stories, change the story, how to assign points, time estimate, how to do the tracking, and various things, long list. Cool. There are 43 items that I have listed down. Basically, we are going to learn what are projects, Scrum, Kanban, boards, dashboards, and reports. So you need to log into this. If you are already using Jira, then I'm sure you will have enterprise version, or maybe you're using the free version, so you don't have to do this step. But if you're new to Jira, this is where you can create an account, a free account, but that is web-based. Atlassian.com/software/Jira/free. I have copy pasted and it's right here. And you'll have two options, Confluence and Jira Service Management. In this training, I'm going to teach you Jira Service Management. There's another training in which I will be teaching what is Confluence. So you select this. You cannot select both actually. You select one and click on next, create an account. It doesn't require the credit card. And once you create the account, it will take a while, 5 minutes, and then your account will be ready. I'm using my own account. So it looks like this for me. So once you log in, you will have a blank kind of screen, but on this is called the ribbon. On this, you will have Jira, your work. If you click on your work, you'll have recent issues that you have created. You'll have board. If you will have zero board, and you'll have queue. You can click on all board. I'm not sure if you'll have this option if you don't have any board. The next option is project. View all projects, create project. Now, if I click on view all project, I'll see a list of the projects. Don't worry, right now you don't see anything. But for me, or let's say if you have multiple projects, this is how you will see. And if you want to create a project, you can click on this, create a project, or you can use this option. This option, create project. Company manage, try a team managed project. Then we have filters. There are a few standard filters, open issues, all issues, my open issues. My open issues means out of all the open issues, the issues which are assigned to you, they are my open issues. Or you can go for advanced issue search. Then we have dashboard, view all dashboards, create a dashboard. We'll cover this as well. People, invite a teammate, start a team. Now, this is pretty easy. You can just click on it and add a teammate. It will give you an option to add a teammate by email. I am not going to demo this because I don't want to invite anyone, but you can just type the name and it will show you to select which one you're talking about or which one do you want to pick. And then apps, you can attach or you can connect Slack, GitHub, GitLab. If you click on create, it will give you option to create issues. Now, there are different kind of issues, or let me call it like this. In Jira, there are different types of issues. There's epic, there's story, there's task, there's subtask, there's bug, but all are at the same level. It's just a subtask which is at one hierarchy down. Now, let me cancel it. Before we go ahead and do this, let us create a project, company managed project. Now, in a company managed project, let's give a name. Project 1 the project with that name already exists. Now the problem with Jira is, even if you have a project and if you delete that, you cannot create the project with the same name again. Now I had created a project by project one, I know that, and I had deleted it because I had created that for a demo purpose. I deleted that, but still I cannot create project one. So can I create project two? No, I cannot create project two as well. So can I create project three? Yes. Now, as soon as I create project three, the key is project three. And if I change the name to project Devansh 3, so you see it is PD3. Okay, so it will take automatically the key, but I can change the key. I can name it key. Let me not do that. So P3, let that be. Now down here, I need to pick which template I have to use, whether I'm going for a Kanban methodology to do the project management, or am I going I'm going to use a Scrum methodology to use to do the project management. Or this is just a bug tracking kind of project. Now that's under software. If you click right over here, there's work management, there's service project. Let's take a look at the work management. Under work management, there's project management, task tracking, process control, and you have many right over here. Pick the one that suits your need. Okay, I'm going to demo under software, Kanban and Scrum. Most of your need, 99% of your need will be taken care by Kanban and Scrum. Even if you're creating a business project, almost it will take care. Now, I'm going to demo you first the Scrum. Let's click on it. Now, I'm assuming that you guys are very clear about the Scrum methodology and Kanban methodology. That's why you're learning Jira. If not, then you need to take training on that. But I will give you a brief about it while training. Now, Kanban and Scrum both comes under Agile framework. Okay. Now, as soon as we created a project, it automatically created a board. Okay. Let me repeat. As soon as I created the project, it automatically created the board. And we are under active sprint. But it does not mean any sprint is running. That's just the name of this. Active sprint. Okay. But right now you don't see any sprint, but it says that there are no active sprints. To start a sprint, go to the backlog. Backlog means it's a log that has the list of all the issues that you have created. Okay. It's a list. Backlog is nothing but a list of all the issues that you've created. Now, issues that we captured earlier, issue can be a epic, can be a story, task, subtask, bug. Now, epic is at the broader level. Under epic, you'll have multiple story. Under story, you can have subtask. Or under epic, you can have task. And under task, you can have subtask. Clear? Okay. Now, you need not to have epic. You can directly have story. You can directly have task. You directly cannot have a subtask because subtask is a subtask under story, or it's a subtask under task, right? You can also have a subtask under epic, if I'm not wrong. We will check that. Okay. Now, if you see, we have to do, we have in progress and done. Okay. Now, let's go to backlog and see if we have anything. We don't have anything because we have not created an issue, right? Then we have report, issues, component, code, release, project pages, add item, project settings. Click on project settings. Now here I can name the project. If I want to change it, I can change the key. I can create a URL. I can write a description. This is a training project on Jira. This is my name. Default assign is unassigned. You can, I'm not going to click on this, but you can, if you click on this, you can assign to your team member, or you can, if you don't have, you can actually add your team members right over here. You can select an image, just click here and you can select an image. People, automations, summary, issue types, Let's save it. Let's save the details. It's running. Okay. Issue types. Now you can see here, it says epic, a bigger user story that needs to be broken down. So epic can be creating a website can be an epic, or company going digital can be an epic. Let's take a simple example. Company creating a company website. XYZ company wants to create xyz.com to capture the online business. Now story can be the front end and the back end. Now under front end, they will be front end like user interface and UI, UX, and blah, 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 many things, right? Under backend, there'll be a backend database, there'll be a backend UI for the admin, right? There will be different functionalities. These are the user stories you can create, and you can go granular in that. Then you have to create the let's say under front end there'll be a login story. Create a login. Within login there'll be a task. Login by email, login by Facebook, login by Google, right? Those are 3 subtasks. So you need to create your story, then task and subtask. So functionality or a feature expressed as a user goal. So creating a login feature is a story. Task is login by email, login by Facebook, login by Google, login by Twitter. These can be tasks. Subtask, a small piece of work that's a part of the larger task. Now, login by email, the front and the back end can be 2 subtasks. Okay. Now, issue layout. Now we can change it. However, I don't want to focus on this. Let's spend time on picking up the important part first. So let's click on back to project. Okay, we are back to board. Just see that it will highlight where you are right now. So we are in active sprint. Click on backlog. Oh, we don't have any. Now, if you don't have any, what I can do is I can just click on this button, create. So I am going to create few issues under project 3, the project that we just created. But if I want to change the project, I can click here and I can pick the project which I want to pick. These are all the project names. So if you see project 2 is right here. Project 1 you don't see because I had deleted that, but still it wouldn't allow me to create. So project 2, that's project 3. I'm going to create an epic first. I'm going to type epic 1 name. Just that I've written this so that you know that this is a field where I've written epic 1 name in the name field. Then epic 1 summary, so that you know that I've written this in the summary name. Okay. Then epic 1 description. Now, let's say if I'm creating an epic, epic is creating a website, and then there is a requirement document from the stakeholders or from the client, from the customer. I can browse and I can select that requirement document and I can attach it in this epic so that people can refer to it later. Linked issues. This is exactly the way the task dependencies work. So don't worry whether it is epic or story or task what I'm creating. I'll call it issue. So we can connect 2 issues. Let's say there are 2 issues, A, B, and B can start only when A completes. So I can define the dependencies here, exactly the way we do it in MS Project or any other project management tool. Now issue, which issue, if I want to let's say B is dependent on A. So I need to select which issue it is dependent on. I'm not going to do the demo right now. Right now, the first focus is let's learn how to create the issues. So select the project, select the issue type. I'm picking Epic. And then assign automatic. You can assign to whom you're going to assign that. Priority. It is highest. Label. This will be used for searching. We'll pick this up. Sprint. We don't have any sprint right now. Okay, these are not the sprint in which I want to assign, but if you have just created, you will not have any sprint. So we'll create the sprint, then we will assign. But I'll tell you a shortcut how to assign that. Okay, I can click on create, but let's take a look here, configure fields. So right now I have all these options available when I'm creating the issue. You can click on all are selected. I'm cool with this. And I click on create. I can click on create another. So it will skip one step. I will not need to click on create again here. It doesn't save much of time, but it's good. Create. Create. Okay. Now I'm going to create a story. Story one summary. Let me copy this name and story one description and 30 medium. Epic link. To which epic I'm going to connect that to? I'm going to connect that to Epic 1, Project 2.1. That's a, okay, no, that's wrong. Our epic has to be, we are going to connect to Project 3, right? So Epic 1, I'm going to connect this to P31 because that's our project. So this is Epic 1 name under the project P3. That's project 3. Our code, our key is P3. Okay. Sprint. We don't have any sprint, so I can just click on uncheck this, click on create. Now you see only story one, only one issue here, but you see that it is connected to Epic 1 name. That's the name of the Epic, right? Epic 1 name. Now that's a backlog we are in. If you click on roadmap, you see where is the epic. You don't see the epic. If you click on roadmap, epic 1, there's one epic. We'll come to the roadmap later. Now we have one story. Let me click here. Did you realize that I just clicked here, create issue? Let's click here, type story 2 summary. Okay, that's the second story I'm going to create. Done. Now click on this. From here again, I can create or I can cancel it. And there's one more option to create. I don't know where it's gone. Cool, never mind. I can click on this again. Click create another story. Story 3 summary. And story 3 description. And again, that goes to this epic. Click on create. Cool. Now if you see, the story 1 and story 3 are connected to that epic, but story 2 is not, right? Story 2, let's open this and assign this also to epic 3. Now we have 3 stories. I can drag and make it move it up and down like this. Okay. So we have 3 stories. All 3 stories are connected to epic 1. And now let me click one of the story. Now, as soon as I click on one of the story, you see this story has opened on the right side. I have multiple options. I can assign a document, attach a document to a story right here. I should not have clicked on it. Cancel. Right here, I can link a web page or something here. I can click on these three dots. I can add an app. You will not utilize this, I know. 99% of the time we don't require this. We require this and we require this. I can change the name, story one summary. I can change the name here. Click on this checkbox and I can give it a vote. I can share this just by clicking, type the name and send. And I can change the status from to do to done or to put that in progress. There are three status: to do, in progress, done. And I can assign it to somebody right here. And this is epic. This is a link. If I click on it, the whole epic will open. I don't want to do that. I can click outside and I can change the epic to which I want to link. I don't want to change the epic. The priority is medium. I want to make it low. 5 more fields. If I click on 5 more fields, I see this original estimate as 0 minute. Right? So M means minute, H means hour, D means day. So I'm going to say that 10 minutes. This task is going to take 10 minutes, and I'm going to click on this checkbox. And then it is not assigned to anyone, any sprint. Story point. Let me give it 2 story point. And I click on this check. Now if I want to change this, okay, we have already checked. So if you see, I gave it 2 story point and 10 minutes. How much time is spending? I don't. We will use this once we start the sprint, not right now. And I'm not assigning to sprint because we have not created a sprint. And I can write a comment over here, something, save it. I don't want to do that. Just cancel. And if you see over here, these 3 dots, if I click on this, I have add a flag. Let's click on add a flag. So it will flag an issue. Right? Something is going wrong, I can flag an issue. I remove the issue. Sorry, remove the flag. Slack channel, I'm not covering that. Move. Now, if I click on move, it will give me an option to move this story point or to move this particular issue. Do I want to change the project? I want to move it from one project to another project. I can do it from here. Or I want to change the issue type. From story, I want to change it to, let's say, task or subtask or epic, something, or bug. So this is the option that I can pick. I don't want to change it. That was only for the demo purpose. So I click on cancel. Okay. Now, other option is I want to clone exactly the same thing. So click on clone. And I want to name it like story 4. Or maybe let's leave it 1. Clone 1 summary. And it will assign it under the same epic. It will be exactly the clone of that. Okay. If I want to delete a story, I can just click on it and delete. I don't want to delete anything. And yeah, most of the things that you're going to use in day-to-day, in your day-to-day work, I've already told you. Now let's click outside. Story or description. This is where we write a description. What the story is all about. Cancel. Cancel. Now click on backlog on the left side. And you see now we have 4 story points. Okay. 2 with the medium or high kind of whatever priority we had given, and 2 are on low. Now if you see on the left side we have version and epic. If you click on epic, now we have all issues, epic one, which means we have only one epic right now. I can click on this link, create epic. I can create another epic. I can create epic from here as well. If you see this arrow, epic one arrow, and there's inverted arrow down here. And if you see, the colors are same. This is kind of violet. The colors are same. If I click here and I want to change the color to orange. Now this is orange and this is not changed. I click on refresh. Now if I click on refresh, now all the epics are epic like this. Now if you want to use the color kind of filter, then this is wonderful. Now click on this. If you expand, it shows that we have 4 issues, 0 are completed, 2 are unestimated, and 4 estimates. So let's click on one of the issue and see if it is estimated or not. This is estimated, 2 story point 10 minutes. How about this? So let's give 2 story point. Click here and give it 10 minutes. And second story point 2. You can give story point on the basis of how big is the task. I'm just using it for the demo purpose, 10 minutes. And the last one, okay. Now you see there are 4 issues. Total estimate is 8 because for all the 4 stories, or for all the 4 issues, we have given 2 story points. The total estimate is 8. Completed 0, unestimated 0. Okay. Issues without epics, there is 0, there is nothing. Now I close this. Now this is how let me close this as well. Now this is how it looks like. Under backlog, I have 4 story points I have 4 stories of 4 issues. Now I want to run it. I want to run the sprint. But before I run the sprint, let me show you a few things. Let me click on these 3 dots. And here, create board. I don't want a board because my board is already right here. Active sprint. This is my board. To do, in progress, and done. Okay. What I want to do is I need to run the sprint. To run the sprint, I need to come to backlog. But before I do that, let me take you to board settings. If you come into board setting, you should be by default under general. Under general, I can change the board name. I can change the admin name. I can change the location where this board resides, project 3, but I don't want to do that. Let it be project 3. And there are a few other things. You can change the view permission. Now, you might not have this because you will be a user in the company, not an admin. Columns. Now, if you remember in our board, we have 3 options: to do, in progress, and done. Now, assume that I don't require this part. So I drag it and I click, and I drag it and I drop it under unmap. It should allow me, not allow me, so I'll just delete it. Okay, good. It should have actually allowed me to just drop it under unmapped statuses. It did not, but if you just click on it, delete option, it will just come over here. Now, when it comes over here, I click on back to board. Now, if I click on back to board, let's go to active sprint, and you see right now we don't have that in progress item. We have to do and we have done. Now let me go back to the board settings by clicking there, swim lanes. Swim lane is under the board. Let me take you back to board. We will have stories. Stories can be just like in a swimming pool, we have lanes. So it will create a kind of lane. We'll have either the lanes by assigning. So it will have my name, Devansh, and everything aligned to it, like a category. Or we can club it by color, or we can club it by done or not done. So that's called the swim lane. So we can club it by stories or assignees or epics or projects. Right now it is none. What you can do is you can club it by epics. Now, how do I demo it? Because I have only one epic. But if you club it by epic, so let's say there's epic 1 and epic 2. So you'll have epic 1 and all the stories under it. That's one swim lane. Then second swim lane is epic 2 and all the stories under it. Card colors. Color. Do I want to pick a color by issue type? That's the one. I can change it by clicking here. Don't want to do that. Priorities. Highest, high, medium, low, lowest. On the base of assignee, everything marked to Devansh, mark it red. Everything marked to X, mark it blue, or mark it green. Right? Estimation. Estimation is I want to estimate by story point, or I want to estimate by issue count, or I want to estimate by original time estimate. I pick this. Okay. Second, if you see, there was an option under story point where we assigned a story, where we assigned story point to a story. There was an option time tracking. So right now, just click on remaining estimate and time spent. It will show you how much you have spent time and how much is remaining. Working days. Just like in MS Project, you can select the number of days working, or you can select also the time, 8 hours or 6 hours, kind of. Here, it defines Monday to Friday. You can make Saturday, Sunday working if at all you're making your team work. You can add the date, which date is the holiday. Let's say you want to add 25th of December is a holiday, 1st of January is a holiday, and XYZ. You can do that over here. Roadmap. Roadmap I will show you right here on the left side, not right now. Now click on back to board. Now we want to run the sprint. I go to backlog and I want to click on create a sprint. I'll teach you in the next session. All right, guys. Thank you so much. My name is Devansh. Bye.